السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، أسعد أوقاتكم جميعا بكل خير. حياكم الله بفيديو جديد من لعبة جنشن امباكت. نحن في اركون كوست حق سوميرو، حق أركو في رحلة البحث عن اركون الدندرو، ووقفنا عند الهيثم وحنكمل من عنده.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next... To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not... Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again.
اثنين من متابعيني تهاوشوا. سكيت البث وفتحت من جديد، يعني على وعسى انه يعني كل واحدة تروح في حالها ويدار ما جاك شر.
If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days. You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
الله يسترنا ويسترهم. الله يسترنا ويسترهم. Off.
Off we go.
Scholars have ruined all of my precious ancient.
بس مناوشات الشباب كون ثاني. الله يصلح الله يصلح ما بين المتخاصمين يا رب. عالم تهديد وتطعين وتسفيل. سوميرو فين هنا؟ على نفس خط النهر هذا. نفس خط النهر ذا واصل لحد توصل سوميرو. اي والله بس من الجهة الغربية. اي والله ما هي بعيدة سوميرو، ما هي بعيدة من هنا ورا الجبال ذيك. كلمات الأمهات الطائرة.
This place works. Show me.
Here.
Sword fighting techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after.
خلينا يعني يبغاني أجرب يعني أشوف مهارتي قبل ما أستخدم كبسولة المعرفة هذه وبعدها بعد ما استخدمتها.
While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything.
إن شاء الله على خير.
Paimon's curious about something though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the...
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
escape.
Stabilize.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record. The next step is to hold it in your hand.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge cap. Hold it in your hand. I'll...
طيب طيب خلينا نشوف فينها. ايوه نتعلم كيف نقاتل. يا جماعة يا جماعة فضوا أسير الله يرحم والديكم.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that?
All right. Time for round 2.
يا الله يرحم والديكم.
Gather.
Busted.
Now, I'll start...
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million Mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment.
تروح برا؟
I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
الله. 2 days from now. شوفوا ينزلون بينت من هناك مع الغروب.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is. Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else. Can you read? So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh, but you know, after all, I had to work really hard to... But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it. Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar.
اشتراها حق قائد عين الأحمر. يا الله، كبسولة المعرفة هذه اللي نبغاها.
Ain al-Ahmar?
عين
You mean the Aramites who worshipped King Deshret? Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret.
صدقوا إنه ذيك الكبسولة فيها قوة الملك دشرت.
That divine knowledge. The capsule is... Thanks for the info, Dory. Please, it's my... Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain al-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham. We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
في يد عين الأحمر.
Dory even gave us evidence to
Look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Aramites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar, and the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first,
هذا كله قاعدين نحن نجهز للمضاربة اللي حتصير الأسبوع الجاي.
After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the See you then.
حاضر يا الهيثم.
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Faros Lighthouse.
Yep.
أخيرا حنتضارب. هاها. عجيب. ليش تخرب حقي؟ خذ.
This is order.
خذ. خذ. ما يطلع من الجسر. اوه عشاني رايح مشي. لكن رحت سباحة.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
الله 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 الله. خليك هنا.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite...
Back up! Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral.
يا جماعة يا جماعة يا جماعة فضوها سيرة انتوا الاثنين وخلاص
I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
والله تعال شوي. اقصد البنات. ول ايه.
Uh-oh, here they come.
Yeah.
Good luck, you two.
الله يسعدكم جميعا. الله يسعدكم جميعا. حلو. نامي وسارة في البث وانا هنا عندي مشاكل. يا سلام. وبنانا قاعد يتفرج. الله يلعن ابليسك يا بنانا. الله يلعن ابليسك يا بنانا. استغفر الله العظيم. يا بنانا. يا بنانا بس. مبسوط يا اخويا.
Quietly now.
هذا حضرتك. خذ يا سيد طارق.
Illusion shattered.
ايوه فين رئيسك؟ رئيسك فينه؟
Busted.
Gather.
Quietly now.
هذا انت. هلا. يلا انت وياه. يلا انت وياه.
Scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
الله يحفظكم جميعا ان شاء الله.
Boss?
في الزعيم. شكل تأثير العلم المحرم. تأثير العلم المحرم على ما يبدو. الله يحفظكم يا رب.
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
شوف أكاكا هون سكوا على يأذني. الله يسامحك يا بنان.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
ايه انا ايش دخلني؟ وقف.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
حلو يا الهيثم حلو. World, forgive me?
Huh? What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
ونجن تأثير العلم المحرم.
It looks like he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
لا حول ولا قوة
Oh
إلا بالله
yeah.
العلي
You
العظيم.
mean how some
الله
researchers
يسامحك يا
go
بنانا.
insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This divine knowledge... Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Cleopatra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge. Still, Paimon
كم
didn't
الساعة؟
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask
أنا
you
ما كان صوته
something.
مزعج بس هي
Since
لطيفة.
you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom,
خلي الأهل على
scholars have no
جنب.
reason
خلي
to
الأهل
desire
على
to make
جنب.
contact with the deity herself
والنا-
anyway.
والآباء والأمهات على جنب.
Everything about...
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
أشوفك على خير يا الهيثم.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
لا تستخدمها الحين يا هيثم، شكله فيه مصيبة. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. نروح مدينة سوميرو. طيب اللهم صل على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time. There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised. Traveler and Paimon. Indeed.
There's no need to...
Thanks. Speaking of which,
Of course we went. A lot.
if there isn't a...
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both...
Dia!
It's called covert protection.
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put it that...
Don't worry.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, I've already prepared a...
Whoa!
1000 روس سبرينج.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا يا عزيز.
It looks really nice. That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, all of my friends.
Yeah. It'll be...
Then let's meet at the near...
It's a deal.
I may be too...
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero... Oh, no.
خير الحمد لله.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
هذا يعني بيت ضيافة. واو يا سميرو، تحفة.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunya.
Not at all.
You've worked so...
You know, well... Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
يا بطئك.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh,
Mushrooms? So...
It's another Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like rukashbab.
So, this...
لحظة يا جماعة.
Wait! But if that's the case, if Samira uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon... festival Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon. Thanks.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand?
What's alchemical?
Right?
So,
It's quite simple.
sure sound.
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Why does everything sound
So that's the true wisdom behind it. So how about it?
اوه
Okay, one
المايك
moment.
كان مسكر. ما عندي حبيبه يا سيد بنانا. حياكم الله جميعا. حياك يا محمد يا حربي.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies...
كويس انك نبهتني ان المايك
means-
مسكر. كان مسكر المايك.
Wait a moment.
ما عندي حبيبه يا محمد. لا تصدق البلاك كات.
Is he really?
Oh, I remember now. It means...
Illusions and
Yes, but...
He's not even.
naturally.
Oh, it's...
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago.
خلص يا علي.
Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zerus would be just as impressive.
يلا خلصي علينا.
Let's light it up. Varus!
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any help.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad. Wow.
In the few short days.
لا ماني شيء.
All right, little soldiers.
Yes, knight.
It's all thanks to Miss Dun.
As are we to you.
Whichever. Ooh, those.
And there's also.
Huh? What's up with
الله
those two
بوخر
flavors?
المايك عن
Only
مخ عن
Kabuto.
اذنيه ايش هذا؟
It's all right.
عجبتني.
I also believe.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to
يلا يا بايمون يا
right. Which one do
بطيخة.
you want?
ايش اخذت نمبر 3 يلا.
Attention!
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this?
Really?
It's night of.
They'll basically.
Oh, actually,
Hello.
can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad.
ممكن بكره ان شاء الله. ممكن بكره ان شاء الله.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early...
I know, right?
اوه
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in
هذا
luck.
هذا الغبي طلع.
She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look
أهلاً
like they're
وسهلاً.
up to.
Who are you?
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder...
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family.
Don't worry about it, my... Traveler,
No, we're gonna stay and help.
Please be careful.
don't waste your time.
طيب اللهم صل وسلم على محمد. ليش ليه ما واجههم؟
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You sure you're okay?
يوديه قاعد يقاتلهم.
I'll be fine after.
Yeah, don't worry.
المستطيل الاسود هذا تشوفوه، هذا واحد من اصحابي دخل اونلاين، بس البلاي ستيشن
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia!
Any more of them? Or rather,
Dia, your arm.
oh, this?
Please, let me take.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as frat.
Hold on, you said. It can't be.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad.
شكلهم جرحوا كتف.
Thank you very much.
Don't.
Are you feeling it?
My lady, your condition.
Truly.
انت لا يا غالية، ماني عماني، سعودي الله يسعدك.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with.
Can't believe it's up.
Oh, Sumeru's.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be compared to the I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in
يا
me for
جماعة
running
حرام
away,
عليكم،
but
مداني يعني لو اتجوز
I just
البربرة دي
didn't want to
كلها
have
كان
any
مداني
regrets. I
خلصت
wanted to
الاركون
meet
كوست
other
من
people.
زمان. أنا
To me,
متأكد.
there's not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. This way, when my final day does arrive, at the very least, many people will remember that I.
لا الله
As long as
يسعدك،
you don't
أنا
forget
سعودي الله يرضى
Paimon.
عليك.
Paimon also.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kus. Thanks. There will. Oh right, isn't it almost?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Nilu will re? And with that, my.
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
سلامتك وسلامة مشاعرك يا بنات. تسعين متر؟ ما هذا؟ أنعم الله عليك، الله يسعدك.
Were you not a...
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage.
But the Dance of Sub-Zerus is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zerus Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zerus Festival.
See.
The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zerus Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilu, it's all right. Don't worry.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
هلا.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing
شيء
success.
على الانستا، خلونا نشوف الانستا يا شباب.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
يا بنان اشيلك من هالافكار، الله يرضى عليك. الله يسعدك. مو لا الله يرضى عليك، ما فيهم الا العافيه لولوش وصفوان قدرا ومقاما. الله يرضى عليك. انا عارف الصوره بس الله يسامحك. ايش؟
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you... We should go meet...
Off we go!
أكبر عدد مشاهدين جاني في بث، والله ماني متذكر. عارف الله المستعان.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure!
بقصد بايمون البنت الصغيرة هذه اللي طايرة.
They're selling food over that way.
انت تقصديه هو، تقصدي بلاك كات. والله شكلها حلمت شكله اللي كان يحلم ويسمع الصوت هي نفسها. لها جمهور بايمون.
This is a stall offering foods.
You are quite well.
Actually,
It's one of the Sub-Zeros festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Arc.
Remnants appear to be in the...
really?
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and...
Understood.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still... So, where to next?
هلا يا بنانا.
Shine down!
ليس كل ما في البال يقال. والله نصيحة من اخوك بنان اكيد. اخلصي.
All right, soldiers. Now that
Yes, Knight Ferris. What's going on?
Ferris, the knight.
do you want?
What? Ooh.
And there's also. Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
ليش ما تورينا وجهك؟
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Huh? But maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you
لا بديش. هوب. ما ودي. أنا مفكر ممكن بعدين أغير رأيي ولا شيء بس ماني مفكر. الله المستعان يا رب.
Oh, Paimon! In that case, so why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! Your intentional...
لا ما في.
Welcome, you two! Are you here for lunch? What would you like? Got it!
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it the... Oh... That thing? Are you really gonna eat it? Isn't this going a bit too far?
ايش فيك يا إيثر؟
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tastes... Then, you mean... That's impossible. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also...
يلا يا بني. اها ايش في هنا؟
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
هذه حالة شكل قاعدة تصير سيئة.
What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet...
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days...
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dinyarzad, have you...
Deja vu?
Oh, Paimon...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilu's dance of...
كريستيانو.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified. When we return...
Understood.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart.
Miru?
Oh, it's okay.
But you've been really...
It truly is
True, but...
the next...
Wait.
No.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
يا ربي يا حبيبي يا رحمن يا رحيم.
Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
الله يستر عليك يا لولو.
Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more...
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
يوسف
Continue to monitor
روج ولا فاونديشن؟ انت قصدك الروج المرطب الشفاف والفاونديشن الميك اب حق الوجه؟ اذا كان قصدك بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
ولا واحدة الله يرضى عليكي. أنا رجال ماني بنت. في بلا في الأكاشا اللي نحن حاطينه أتوقع هو السبب.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
حالتها قاعدة تزيد.
Shall we go?
Great idea. Let's get going. Traveler?
في حاجة غلط يا إيثر، في حاجة غلط. كأنه شاف الحاجة دي من قبل.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the...
نقول من صباح الخير نروح ناخذ ورجي بعدين عند الرجال ذا.
Oh, are you interested in yup? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's... And there's also lizard tail and... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
كلهم 4.
Oh, I like your confidence.
كلهم
No
4.
hesitation
معليش
at all.
والله يا غالية، بس هو عشان البربرة اللي موجودة. مرة كان 1، مرة كان 3، مرة في حاجة غلط. المعذرة منك والله، بس هو عشان البربرة الزايدة حقتهم. نمبر اوف.
What?
That couldn't have... Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
في أخيرا ظهر اركون الدندرو.
Hey, where are you going?
أخيرا.
What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kind of rude, you...
تبغانا نروح لها أخيرا. يلا
your time.
ايوه نفس حكاية الطير هذا.
Why did we come here? Traveler?
Huh?
That's...
Yeah.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the? This is our 20th
الله يحفظك يا
time
رب.
at the
نشوفك على خير.
Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
نحن محبوسين يعني في نفس اليوم، يعني نحن اللي كل اللي كنا نسويه هذا كان نفسه في يوم واحد. نحن نحسب انه مر يومين ثلاثة ايام، ولكننا في نفس اليوم. انخدعنا، نحن في وهم ولازم نطلع منه.
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
ما هي أول مرة تقابلنا، وإحنا التقينا قبل كذا من وقت طويل.
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes?
إحساسك بالديجا
As for
فو.
an explanation,
الديجا فو يا جماعة الخير اللي منكم ما فهم ايش يعني بالديجا فو، يعني حاجة انت شفتها قبل، سواء في احلامك او في ذاكرتك، يعني حاجة مرت عليك من قبل وتكررت ثاني مرة. هذا هو الديجا فو. احساس الديجا فو عند ايثر قوي، يعني هذه موقف شافها من قبل، فهذا اثار الشبهة فيه. يعني هل انا في وهم ولا في ايش؟
It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that.
هاي 7 مرة أسأل عنها.
As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
أفا.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
I know. Introduce yourself before.
Good. You passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara.
احنا موجودين في حلقة سمسارة.
As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her.
كسرنا هذه السمسارة.
But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Permanent mental. لا ديجافو. اي the grand sage speech. الكلام اللي وجهه ذاك العجوز.
The grand sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. The moon, illusions, and lies. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems...
اللي بعد أول واحدة.
I can't seem to... What's happening right now seems to have... The grand sage...
لا يا أخي يا الله على القرى اللي صار.
That should be it. My mind... The moon... The grand sage... We've already... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think...
يا نهيدة هذا وقت أسئلتك إيش الحوسة دي يعني لا مترجمة ولا شيء ولا شيء فاهمني.
With what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
يعني أنا كيف
A time loop. Still though, a simple time... Dunya's... The Sub-Zero's... Let's think about our current appearance, and to do that, Nahida Paimon's.
Adventure time!
Hey there!
Hey, it's you. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the Huh? What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? Anyway.
شغل هناك. اللهم صل وسلم على محمد.
It's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you... Ooh,
You're really...
والله يا جماعة حرام عليكم 11 ونص.
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? What you just...
I'm a new...
Marvelous.
I believe that the book only...
So that's how it is. We haven't made any
فيك أشياء حلوة
progress.
لكن طويل.
Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. Yeah.
I'm fine.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh?
You want the Traveler?
How did you know what?
We need to say something.
People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels exhausted. The moon, a loop. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell.
All right.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but...
She's quite...
Yeah, her parents said...
Huh?
I don't quite
My lady, are you angry? All right.
I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
ما هي شايفة نهيدة.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret, or...
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero... So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been a...
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire... A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the Gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power...
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grant.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
What's happening right now? That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahita's... That doesn't sound right. People in Sumer... That doesn't sound right. My mind feels...
You mean when the desert dwelt compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information? Who knows?
What's the point of doing?
Just think about it. This hive mind...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing some... In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah. I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
A beep?
Traveler, did you hear that?
هذا يكون صوت التنين حق الطبيعة.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Aha. ايش في؟
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
ايش معنى بيب؟ جاني فضول ودي اعرف.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom? It's extremely difficult. If we're the moon? Wasn't that... Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues. Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
الإصابة دراعها ما هي موجودة لأنها صارت تقاتل بالسيف، لكن الإصابة كانت سابق.
Why are you both gawking at me like that?
الإصابة دراعها كانت موجودة سابقا لأنه السيف الكليمور ما كان معاها. مين اللي شال سيف الكليمور؟ في واحد قاعد يحوس في سوميرو هنا.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened!
I have...
So you want us to...
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
ما بتذكر ولكن هي ما تتذكر.
Listen, Nahida, do you think the Samsara has been Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey! What kind of an answer is that? Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more! That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and... Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange? It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words! Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero...
بي بعدين بي. ما شاء الله تبارك الله عليه. طيب اللهم صل على النبي. زمير. استغفر الله العظيم. يا قلبي عليه.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the samsara? Why did you tell us?
اوف يا لطيف البيض انسرق من شدة الحرارة.
You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds. Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all. Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha That doesn't sound right. We've already That doesn't sound
يعني قاعد افكر واغلط.
That doesn't sound mercenaries. If all our memories of the beep is a prompt. That doesn't sound right. If all our
يلا ماجنتا.
Oh, then the beep. That's why when we wake, but muscle how brilliant. Nahida, to put it simply, that isn't simple at all. Why don't you? Right, she did help.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia.
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. True.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you?
Don't think too hard about it.
All right then.
Yes, you're...
Then I'd have to
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actually... Common sense says my wallet should have
Right. They could use the Akak. It's not very likely, but it's...
No, it is...
You have proof?
You two are surprised. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Off we go! This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on... Let's say the sages...
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous... I'm a professional fighter. My mark... The force, angle, and entry point of each... It's just as they...
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo... The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved... Whew! I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well... Yep, that's true. Strange? Paimon... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's... Paimon can't believe it! How about we go back and ask Nahida? You're back early. Sort of. We're mostly leaving the city. We did? But... let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two... It is true that... Really? Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
حلو كويس.
About that, traveler. Aside from your listen to it.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces
أنا عشان كذا كرهت
Our Subzerus festival in
فعلا الناس قالوا اركون كوست نهيد طويل واغلبه بربره. اغلبه بربره حرام عليكم من اول وانا اسوي يعني 4 ساعات. يا لطيف. ايش هذا؟
Why can't we leave the city? What is the
Don't ask me.
I have a real...
That's your problem.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia
مو طبيعي مرة مو طبيعي. حط زر سكيب حقيقي. لا والله لا والله عذاب. يقول لي عشان تفهم القصة يا عمي عذاب. احط الترجمة بالعربي عشان افهم. يعني ممكن واحد يخش جو في القصة.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get
على هالحال لا عز الله يعز وذرنينج.
This is a good spot.
لازم ان شاء الله وذرنينج يعني تدق خشم جنشن. تدق خشم ميهوي شوي. زي بعض الشركات لازم تندق على خشمها عشان تشتغل زي الناس. ايش قلة الحياة ذي؟ أعوذ بالله. في يا بايمون؟
Paimon, that Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
نسيت وحدك.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Although I don't remember doing it. Still sorry, بايمون.
Okay. Paimon. Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective?
ايه الله المستعان.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest... What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me. Yep! Now we're talking! I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? I made some to make something like this. Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the... Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. But everything... There's another part here.
These spaces have been disappearing. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully My impression is that each day in the...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned Paimon's head. Well, consider this. So no matter how strangers... Wow, the Archon War. Hey, where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, what? You're back. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zeros? Okay.
Okay. We've already all the bizarre... Those spaces remind me of... The moon... The moon... People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together, right? Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Akasha relies...
That doesn't sound right.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. we've already experienced the Sub-Zerus. My mind feels... The Grand Sage said... That doesn't sound right. My mind That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Correct. Their disembodied consciousness. No one is any the wiser. People wake up.
So, this is like a dream?
Very good.
Okay. So,
alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. I know, right? Why did...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia... Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spade... Okay, Nahida said... The Grand Sage... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say you're... Especially...
People's lives are...
Firstly. Secondly, that's because people don't remember their dreams most of... So whenever they wake...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril element. Meanwhile, everyone else... You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown. That's why I could only give you deceiving the people. After we end the Sub-Zerus Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way!
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that...
But Personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who...
Huh? So, how should we find...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by...
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal, like when the server at a tavern... However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many... Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go.
She was such a good person. Yeah, but Paimon's wondering, do you... Huh. So, who do you think... Oh, that... Let's go ask him...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to...
Less questions!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed her. She just... I've also wondered...
So...
when she placed the... What she didn't realize was that... Okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but... nice try, you
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Adventure time!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The Homiyanis pay me, not you. You... fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
You got it today.
Gotcha.
Illusion shattered.
No more
Quietly now.
That's close enough. Following orders.
Gotcha. There is no escape.
Solidify.
Let's light it up.
I'll take my lead.
Illusion shattered.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Oh, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, she said it was because she had forgotten something? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she's... yeah. This is the place! Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence. Should we open? Wow. Even though she must have, if we hadn't felt, but now that we know. Hey! Where are you up? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zero.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organized. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise...
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the Academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait. Scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this! So they're just substitutes! What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Bodhisattvas went extinct after her death.
Yes.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Bodhisattvas? Just like the ones from the legend? But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after... Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. Hey! They disappeared! So samsaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
أهلا وسهلا.
How should we make Nilu realize?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
أهلا وسهلا حياكي.
Wrong guess, but as far as you know, people in some...
Yeah, but...
Ooh, sounds...
Yep. His piety and all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captive after who knows how long. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. The Dendro Archon, his wife, in the end?
So,
Yes.
Paimon understands where you're coming.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over.
الله يحييك أهلا وسهلا.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over,
الله يبارك
everyone.
فيك.
I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
ليش جالسة تشوف بنت؟ شيء أخيرا يفتح النفس بدل البربرة الطويلة اللي 3 ساعات تقريبا فيها. أخيرا هاتونا حاجة يعني تتفرفش شوية حلوة شوية.
Paimon, the Sub-Zeros, have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzerus.
يا إلهي هو قلبت الحين للوش أخيرا. يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي قلبت الحين للوش. الله يستر على للوش.
Osmanthus. Why?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the and Dunyarzad. Did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
طائر الفنيق الأحمر.
Let's chat somewhere else.
دقيقة بالله يا اخوان.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while, so it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
لا إله إلا الله، لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. طيب فين ما عندي حبيبة، وفكونا من موضوع الحبايب الله يرضى عليكم. ما ودي أحد يفهم غلط يعني، عشان كذا يعني فكنا يا بنانا من الحبيبات، عشان لأنه ممكن في ناس يفهموا غلط. هلا، الله يحفظكم ويسعدكم ويسعد الجميع. نورت والله يسعدكم. بسم الله.
talk about Dunyarzad first. It's... After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described.
مو لازم لا توريني
Among
الله
the
يستر عليه.
countless dreams, once Dunyarzad, such a small fragment of conscience, where both will... I used all the... So it looks like we did manage to... Huh? Both are fine? All right. You two must have a lot of other... At the video... You also heard... Yeah! As you two... A message from King Deshra? Okay, so... Greater Lord Rook... Many devoted... But I believe... So the tree... But... The traveler was... No. This puzzle has life and death at stake. Got it. To be... Oh, and go and get some...
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? I see.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
يا ربي يا رحمن.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
يا لطيف إيش هذا؟
I see. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said...
الله يحفظك يا رب بالسلامة إن شاء الله.
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another... In my dream, I also got this...
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh?
No. By the way...
Yes, I paid her condition, but for the moment...
Right.
So are for...
Oh!
No!
Let's continue.
Okay.
Actually, I've already... It seems that...
Have you already...
I'm just... In any... No way.
You mean...
No... Doing that was...
That's a good point.
بعد هذا نوقف يا جماعة الخير ما مرة تعبت.
After all...
Nahida,
according to a...
Okay.
Well, then I should find...
You're saying we should... Oh!
Actually...
استغفر الله يا ربي.
We ran into her. Paimon's still...
She was born in...
Oh, Paimon?
The name Sitar. Later on, soon after, the star began, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt.
From the sound of it, but she doesn't...
Indeed, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had all right. That way, from my path tomorrow afternoon to prepare.
خلاص خلينا نوقف يا جماعة الخير، والله تعبت. كم 3 ساعات بكم هذه 3 ساعات، والبث اللي قبله كان 5 ساعات، 8 ساعات لليوم. نكمل بعدين. نوقف هنا يا احبتي ونكمل ان شاء الله بعدين. نستودعكم الله والى لقاء اخر. دقيقة بالله. والسلام عليكم.